Happy New Year. Happy New Moon. Thank you so much for connecting with me. I'm honored to connect with you, my friend. My name is Anne. Welcome to the show. I accidentally drank decaf coffee this morning. I think I messed that up. Decaffeinated. I can't even speak. I drank decaffeinated coffee this morning instead of my regular coffee. For those of you who have evolved past the need for caffeine, I admire you. I commend you. I'm not one of those people. I don't drink that much caffeine, but there was enough of a a caffeine emergency that happened. I usually have 1 or 2 cups, like 1.5 cups of coffee. It was a wake up call, but it was it was pretty bad. So I have regained my sense of self by having the makeup cup of coffee. But cheers to you. We all need a little boost from time to time, and it reminds me of how we sometimes take things for granted. What's helping us? What's helping us focus? What are we dependent on? Sometimes you don't know until something happens and points out, oh, this is actually a really important part of your process for focusing. I'm going to share the message of the week with you as usual in the beginning of the session, the beginning of the video. I'm still finding my words. And then I'm going to pull some cards for the week ahead. And I am going to share a message. Spirit wanted me to share a message about focus. I asked about what to explore today, and I saw this image of a staircase. And what I feel wants to come out in today's session is, first of all, acknowledging there are so many currents and rivers and streams of energy whirling around the planet today. There are political and spiritual and community and familial and ancestral, so many groups of people, groups of ideas swirling around. And I see this image of the swirls, some of them working together in harmony and swirling together and supporting one another, or at least co-swirling together. And some are swirling into one another. And you can see this in the bigger, grander scale. You can see this in sometimes your smaller circle. And so a lot of people right now, sensitives, myself included, highly sensitive people, HSPs, empaths, are being very impacted right now, ultra impacted by the energy on the planet. The earth herself is going through a shift as well, which is creating some volatile channels of energy, which aren't bad. They're part of an evolution, but this is all co-mingling together and creating pulls on our energy. If we're not careful, we can get pulled. And you don't have to identify as an empath or a sensitive person or an intuitive, but a lot of folks tuning in do. No matter how you identify, you might notice that there are periods in the cycle of your life, in the cycle of your year, in which you feel it's harder to focus and it's easier to get distracted or overwhelmed. This is a cycle, I feel like, collectively, when we are at higher risk for getting distracted and overwhelmed. We have a bigger opportunity to learn to focus and be able to mobilize our energy more than ever before. So I choose to focus on what's happening as an opportunity. And the staircase is a symbol and a tool, and it's a symbolic, multi-layered, archetypal tool that came to me when I was reflecting on what to share today. And here are some ways to work with the stair symbol. So the stairs are a symbol of, moving up. If you dream about stairs, you might be moving up the corporate ladder or moving up in your career. You might be moving up in consciousness, higher awareness. You might be taking one step at a time towards your goal. And so the stairs as a tool here when it comes to being able to really align with your soul's truth, align with your soul's path. It can be used as a visual, and however you visualize is correct for you. It doesn't necessarily need to be in your mind's eye, but however you imagine a staircase, this can help you to, it can remind you to focus on your own energy and on your own goals. So if there's things happening around you and you feel like your energy is being pulled, you feel like you are being overwhelmed energetically, remember to practice your energy hygiene, cleanse that energy regularly. That's my suggestion. As just suggestion number one, to help clarify your energy. But number two, it's really a mindset shift. In order to help the whole, I'm helping myself. I'm putting my own oxygen mask on first before helping other people. As you focus on your own path and connect with your own staircase of your soul's true expression and your soul's true direction, you're actually raising your own vibration. And when you do that, you're better able to help the whole. You inspire other people, you are connected with other people, and just automatically help to raise the vibration and offer that that vibration and that frequency of love and thriving to others. You're better able to help some of the things that you want to help with to create positive change. If you're overwhelmed and you implode, you can't help anybody. You can't help anybody, let alone yourself. So focusing on the staircase, just gently imagining the staircase when you're feeling overwhelmed, when you're feeling that it's hard for you to feel your own identity or think your own thoughts or focus on what you want to focus on or feel emotionally centered. It's a grounding technique actually to visualize this. It's not grounding to the earth as much as it's grounding to your own energy body and your own higher self. It's another way to think about grounding. And grounding to the earth is really powerful too, and you can think about this as working with that kind of grounding. So another dimension that the staircase offers is reminding you to take it one step at a time. I need to hear this myself, y'all. I need to hear this myself. Right now, it's New Year's, it's January, a lot of people are getting overwhelmed with the goals they have set already. And whether or not that's you, if you're regarding a goal, if you're regarding anything that you want to accomplish and you're beginning to get overwhelmed or you're having trouble pacing yourself, a lot of us, we get ahead of ourselves and we think about the big things that we're envisioning, and then we forget that Rome wasn't built in a day, and we can't do it all at once, and we're just going to sabotage ourselves if we're constantly comparing our progress to others or constantly criticizing how we haven't done this, we haven't done that. By reminding yourself you can only take one step at a time, it helps to confront any of those limiting beliefs and shift your energy more into the present moment, the right here, the right now, the most powerful moment. Instead of projecting yourself into the future or comparing yourself to others, the staircase offers you that reminder that right here, right now, this step right now is actually the moment of power, and this is the most effective way to work with your energy right now, is focusing on this one step and this one moment. Pacing yourself. It also reminds us to rest. Part of moving forward and moving up in our ascension, and ascension as an earth, as a community of beings, as an individual, part of that process is remembering to rest. So one step at a time reminds us too, we need to rest. We need to recharge our batteries. Sometimes we need to not be productive. Sometimes we need to not have the answers. Sometimes we need to just be and not be moving. And that's when you're actually on the step, and we might be preparing to take the next step, but we need to have that moment where we're not trying to race up all the steps at once, but we're remembering this is a process. This is and it happens in cycles. So be sure that throughout the day, take your little breaks, take your little meditation breaks and your yoga breaks and your exercise breaks, and watch some funny videos, connect with a friend throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the year. Take breaks, take vacations, take periods of rest. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that the stairs symbol, if there's anything else they wanted to talk about with that. I feel like we got through what wanted to be expressed with the stairs. And remind yourself too that you are making progress. I guess that's really what I want to wrap up with the stairs. Remind yourself you are making progress, my friend. You've already climbed some stairs. You've already created beautiful things. Maybe it's not perfect, but you've done some stuff in your life. You're still here, so you're still successful as a human being. And you've learned, and you are learning. So you've already climbed some stairs. Remind yourself of that. I have made progress. And remind yourself that it's not a race, and part of the meaning of this whole staircase thing is enjoying this process, enjoying this journey. So remember to do something to focus your energy. This is one technique. Feel free to use this visual to visually, energetically remind yourself, I'm focusing on my own path. I'm not focusing on the things next to me right now. I can better able to address what's going on around me when I ground myself to my path and my energy and my truth. I'm taking it one step at a time. I'm pacing myself. I'm remembering to rest. And in that way, I'm better able to move through and navigate the energies right now on this planet, in my circles, in my life. Have you ever met someone who was inspired, who was motivated, who was driven, and you could feel the power of their drive? And you could feel how this was so inspiring to you and you wanted to be a part of that. Think about that for this exercise. As you're connecting with that momentum and that relationship with you and the universe and your process, that is so inspiring to others. It's probably inspiring to yourself and motivating to yourself. It's inspiring to others. It's contagious. It helps remind other people they have agency, excuse me, as well. It reminds others that they are a part of this co-creation as well. And when they tune into this dance with their higher power, then miracles and magic unfold. So be a part of positive change and make sure and do what you need to do to take care of your energy, my friend. Be kind to yourself. And remember to let yourself rest. Let's shift gears and pull some cards for the week ahead, shall we? So this is for the week of Janvier, January. Ooh, a whole bunch of cards just fell out. 19th, 2026. Whenever you're tuning in, if the message feels right, please take it. You were meant to hear it. All right. Wheel of Fortune is flying out here. And we've got Nine of Cups. Oh, nice. Very nice. So I feel like this week there's going to be changes, and there's going to be, I feel like for some of us, we might feel like people are driving us crazy. That phrase just came up, that we might feel like we're too close to some people, or we're not able to speak our truth, that there's some kind of perhaps conflict in which we feel like we can't get along as well as we'd like to with the people around us, and we're not making the change in a group that we want to make. And so the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like, guides us to be patient and understand you are being a part of positive change one step at a time. Back to the stairs, of course. And by being patient and just offering your energy, even if your words aren't able to be heard by people in whatever work or spiritual or personal group that you belong to, just offering that vibration of love and peace and presence can help turn the wheels of destiny, and all of us together being present, connecting with our divine inner presence as we're connecting with other people and other groups. That is world changing, and that doesn't involve saying anything or doing anything, but even just that presence can be a powerful force. And action may result following that, but you might find you don't need to take as much action when you practice that with whatever is happening in your circles. And the Nine of Cups, I feel like a lot of people are going to notice careers taking off this cycle. In this new moon, we're now in Aquarius. In this cycle, I feel like people are going to be drawn to you. A lot of the people tuning in, you're going to find leadership opportunities, and you'll be able to make more money. It feels like just jumps and opportunities in career are going to happen for a lot of people this week. If as you're on the path and tuned in, you might find that you're feeling your own power more. You might find that you're moving the energy through your chakras better and more, and it's flowing. You've done the work. We've gone through a cycle where you've cleared some stuff out, and people are more drawn to you because your energy is clearer now, and your soul energy is able to shine through your physical vehicle and your chakras a little bit more easily. And I feel like another message that wants to come through is take time and do some planning and structure how you want things to go. Reflect on your goals, ask your higher self for guidance. What is it that I want to create? And allow a natural flow of your will and your desires as informed by your higher self to inform your action steps, your goal, your routine, doing some planning for what actions can I take to co-create this. And for the Work Your Light Oracle deck, pull a card. So yeah, I'm just feeling a connection as I'm pulling these cards. As you make the plans, that really supports the new opportunities coming in for your work and career. Make the plan to be the support and the vessel, the structure for the new opportunities and energy coming in. Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic Teacher. Yes, and this is for this week ahead. I feel like a message here for this week is the phrase I'm hearing, taking time to reconnect with your visions, seeing the future and checking in with how you may have shifted in your connection with your spiritual visions. Let me clarify that. I feel like there's more clarity that wants to come through with this message. I feel like a lot of people are going to be noticing this week that your spiritual vision is expanding, and it's including a lot more components of different parts of your being that have not been included before, and how you work with your intuition and how you work with your visualizations for what you want to co-create, and how you see intuitively in the intuitive dimensions. It's going to be an expansion of that, and it feels like there's just I mean, a simple way of saying is expanded intuitive gifts, but I feel like to be more specific, there's more of a feminine relational component to our intuitive abilities, excuse me, at this time. And we're actually better able to connect with communities in an intuitive way on earth, and to maybe do some intuitive psychic healing, spiritual healing, communicate with each other telepathically, and also connect with our spirit team of community, our spirit team, our ancestors, our spirit guides, our angels. We're better able to bring those communities, the spirit communities, into our spiritual practice and into our intuitive practice. So, wow, what a week. I am inspired, and I am wanting to, I'm feeling drawn to go do some meditating and visioning after pulling this card. So, in summary, be open to new opportunities happening. Be open to vibrating and radiating your divine presence as a way to help the whole. Connect with and create that plan and that action plan connected with your intuitive understanding of what direction you're going to, and to help bring in and offer a structure for the new opportunities wanting to come through in your life. And open yourself to intuitive connections with groups here on the earth, with intuitive communications with others, maybe other animals, maybe other beings, and intuitive connections with your spirits, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. And climb the staircase one step at a time. Focus on your path, and know that as you take care of yourself and are kind to yourself in this way, you are helping the whole. Thank you so much again for tuning in. This has been Anne Vivian Shapani. You can find me on creativepsychestudio.com. Psyche is spelled Psyche, and that's also my Facebook and social media. And you can find out what groups and sessions and different offerings I have on there. I'm excited to be working with folks with the Trust Your Unique Process group and series, which is also a workbook I'm currently writing about integrating your co-creative abilities, imagination, intuition, planning with universal laws, wisdom, tradition, teachings from all over the world, motivational psychology principles, and integrating all of those into a program for helping you to find your unique process and engage in your unique process for creating your magical life. So thank you again so much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you at the next group video or session. Take care.